Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another episode of Bristol Crypto Craig here on a Thursday evening. And I want to talk today about a coin that I am really bullish on and I have been in since the ICO stage, a coin called Zilliqa, which I feel is still a great project with lots to offer and still a long way to go with the fundamentals and the price on this one. Now, I just want to start off, guys, by telling you a bit about what Zilliqa are as a company. Okay, just briefly run through their website. Basically, they're a global team of experienced scientists, engineers, venture creators, and industry experts. And they share their passion of blockchain and what it can do for people. So, the team consists of computer scientists, business, and Marcom. Team that values excellence but with humility. Okay, and this is the president and chief scientific officer here, as it says, Amrit Kumar. Now, this is the team here. These three guys here behind the team. These people here. This is the marketing team. But what I wanted to do is just go through a bit of the actual fundamentals and technicals behind the actual project, guys. Okay, what they actually offer, because I think what they offer is absolutely exceptional. And I'm surprised it hasn't taken off as much as it really should do, because it's a great project, in my opinion, with their platform. Okay. So let's just run briefly through a few things here. Okay. Sharding and scaling is the main two things that I like on this project. So Zilliqa is the world's first public blockchain that is built entirely on a sharded architecture. Okay. Now, basically, scaling. Okay. So how put it in their words, Zilliqa solves the prevalent issue of scalability using its own unique sharding technique, which allows a blockchain to scale in a linear fashion as the network grows in size. Its ability to handle a large volume of transactions makes it sustainable to meet enterprise needs. So basically, what you get like on Ethereum, you get really high gas fees, transaction fees, um, because obviously the Ethereum network is bloated. It is overrun with transactions, and it struggles to meet the actual, the actual kind of volume of what it's actually dealing with, which means the gas fees are really high. Now, what Ethereum can do, I think, is something like 12 to 15 transactions a second, whereas Zilliqa is something like 2,500 transactions per second. And this is done with the scaling and the sharding, which is basically the more nodes that are operating, it actually scales down and it separates the actual, the actual transactions on the blockchain, and it breaks it down so it can actually into different sharding techniques. So it makes it quicker and lots faster by doing this technique. It's really clever, really great technology. Let's go into it a bit more, shall we? So their white paper is available. I'm not going to read all that to you. It's there if you want to have a look at it, guys. So it says about their smart contracts and safety first there. So their technical capabilities, this is what really sticks out to me, guys, and what I love about Zilliqa, is if you're curious about what sets us apart from other blockchains, then we'll explain, okay? So this is a really good explanation here with a graph, okay? So blockchains can easily be made to scale by trading off security and decentralization, with sharding at its core. Zilliqa's architecture maintains a good balance between security, decentralization, and scalability. Additionally, their smart contract platforms applications level security plays a vital role. To this end, Zilliqa relies on our own safe by design smart contract language, which is Scilla. So Scilla is their actual smart language. Okay, very interesting if you get a chance to look at Scilla as well. So by implementing network sharding, Zilliqa is able to divide the network into multiple groups. Okay, so each group is able to process transactions in parallel. For instance, if 6 shards each has 600 nodes, they process the transactions individually, then all the shards will collectively be able to process around 2.8, just under 3,000 transactions per second, which is absolutely I mean, if you not really know what if not really up with transactions, that is a different level. Basically, take my word for it. The sharding network architecture also allows the throughput of the platform to increase almost linearly as the network expands. I see this as a major competitor, especially with ZilSwap as well, as being a major competitor to Ethereum. Why it hasn't quite gained as much momentum as I'd expect it to, I'm not really sure. I am expecting this to go up, and at the end of the video, I will give you a actual price projection on what I'm expecting this to go to in the cycle later this year. So here you can see the transactions per second TPS, okay, and here you see the number of nodes, okay. So the more nodes, the more transactions you see. I mean, this could actually kill Ethereum for transaction speed, you know. Maybe there's a partnership there that maybe they could strike some kind of like bridge with Ethereum that I've heard about, an Ethereum Zilliqa bridge. That's all in the pipeline as well. So the low gas fees, okay. So scalability or lack thereof in legacy blockchains has a direct impact on the transaction fees to be paid to the network. Spikes in fees are corrected with network congestion and transaction backlogs. That's a lot of Ethereum's problems, as we know, with the 2.0 coming out at the moment. That's obviously trying to solve a lot of this, but it's still not the main net yet quite on that. And Ethereum can be a long time before that comes out. So the fee market in legacy chains can push the cost to as high as a few dollars. Due to the scalability, fees on Zilliqa are extremely low, down to scalability and the sharding with the nodes that I was talking about, even allowing micropayments to be processed. So, I mean, that's a brief rundown, guys, of Zilliqa. And one of the biggest issues with Bitcoin and Ethereum, as it says here, is the blockchains, is that each transaction needs several confirmations to confirm that on the blockchain for it to be considered valid. Confirmations come in the form of new blocks. Thanks to Zilliqa's excuse me, consensus protocol, once transaction gets processed by the network, it becomes final and hence no confirmation is required. This is great, guys. I mean, this is a great project. I love Zilliqa. Like I said, I was in at the ICO stage a couple of years ago. The all-time high on this coin was, I think, something like 24, 23 cents, I believe, back in 2018, just after the ICO. But they are fully on the mainnet now. We're not talking about a testnet anymore. So, I mean, look at this here, just to give you an example. Bitcoin, 1 hour. Ethereum, 6 minutes. Zilliqa, 40 seconds to 2 minutes, confirmation time. So I believe that Zilliqa's confirmation time is basically up there with MasterCard. It's rivaling it with MasterCard at an average of 2,500 transactions per second compared to Ethereum's 15, I believe. So we're talking about an insane project, guys, here. Okay, so what do I believe? I mean, I just think this coin, this token, this native token, Zilliqa, is so underpriced. I was expecting it to have pumped a lot more, guys, by now, to be honest with you. And I am actually expecting in this cycle in 2021, by end of year, I would expect a couple of dollars on this token easily, on this native token of the Zilliqa blockchain network. So $2. I'm going to call $2, guys, on this one. Maybe even $3 at a push. I can't see it being any less than $1 or $1.50 minimum, absolutely. And I'm being conservative there. So there you go, guys. That's my call on that. Okay. So take a look at the Zilliqa coin. It's great. You've also got the ZilSwap, like the Uniswap and the Sushi Swap. You have ZilSwap, decentralized exchange on there as well, DeFi. And yeah, it's a no-brainer for me to invest in this coin. And you've also got Zilliqa Planet as well, guys, which is an app. You can get the app on your Android, on your iPhone. There's the Zilliqa Planet where you can stake, and it's like a wallet. You can hold your coins on there too. So have a look at Zil Planet too. Okay. So now I just want to have a quick look, guys, at the okay, let's have a look at the chart for Zilliqa, guys, here. Okay, so it is having a bit of trouble at the moment breaking out. It does seem that we have turned resistance here into the support. Back in January, we were down 9 cents. It seems now that that resistance has returned into support here, and that we are bouncing off of these highs here. So we are actually getting higher lows here. Definitely getting a higher low than we were back in January. And we have been breaking out up here at the 15, 16 cents. It has been being rejected. So I would expect from here, I'm really expecting a breakout now. You know, I'd expect to see a breakout here going into March and April. I would expect to see us going back up to these new local highs. By local, I mean recent highs, local highs, recent highs. If you're not in the terminology there, and I would expect us to break up here and maybe a small correction before it goes on again up towards next outbreak, maybe next leg up 20 something cents, so even higher than this. That's what I'd expect, guys, here, and then go up here even higher. That's what I'm seeing for Zilliqa myself. Great project. So I am expecting, guys, now as we go into spring here in the northern hemisphere of the world, at least if you're watching from other parts of the world, spring is coming here in the northern hemisphere. March, April. I'm expecting a big leg up. I'm expecting huge. Huge parabolic leg up in the next 6 weeks. I think we're going to do really well. So I would keep stacking those coins, guys. I don't know if you took my advice. I hope you did on buying Fantom the last couple of days. And we're going to have a quick look at Fantom here a minute quickly as well. Fantom is absolutely on a rocket at the moment, guys. Look at this Fantom here. We headed up towards 90 cents, but we didn't quite close the wick earlier. We have come down now to 77, 78 cents. But look at this. From the 18th of February, 15 cents. Insane gains, guys. Absolutely insane gains. 18th of Feb, 15 cents. So in a week, we've gone up from 15 cents to nearly 90. You do the math. There you go. So yeah, on this at the moment, I may expect now a bit of a correction, maybe down to 60 cents maybe, before we take off again. And I think the next leg up, after a slight correction, maybe we smash through $1 now. I was expecting Fantom to be $1 coin. Now, I think it's going to be more, I'll be honest. I was calling $1 Fantom. I'm now going to call possibly $2 or $3 Fantom, the way it's going at the moment. So early in the cycle. We're not even into March yet, and we're challenging for 80 cents, 90 cents. It's going to break through $1, guys, and then maybe now I'm going to call $2. I really see this taking off really well. So there you go, guys. Fantom on there. So let's have a quick look, guys, today at coin market cap, shall we? And the market is recovering. Bitcoin dominance, it's not changing at the moment, guys. We're still around at 61% market at the moment. Market cap of 1.5 trillion, slightly up. So what have we got here? Okay, so Bitcoin hasn't had much over the 24 hours, guys. You know, still hovering around that $50,000 mark there. Cardano is one that I am bagging up on at the moment. I think Cardano going into March is going to have a next leg up pretty soon. Apart from that, guys, not a lot really. The markets have stabilized, haven't they? They've recovered and they've stabilized themselves over the last 24 hours. Over the last previous 48 hours, we lost a lot of gains that we did make the previous 2 weeks. So we're just stabilizing now. I believe we're just stabilizing sideways, and then I believe it'll be another leg up in March. So just before we go, guys, I want to show you my Bible. And I just want to show here, people who bought Bitcoin in 2017 are becoming the strongest hodlers. New data shows, right, guys? I'll show you a quick this here.